Now, how's it doing? I hope it's all doing well. So we're doing the Q&A today. So this is, we usually do this every month. So, we have a few questions to get through. Hopefully get through all of them. Hopefully I don't miss any, because usually I have a habit now of missing one or two. So we first start with this quote, and Ghosts of God asks, Adrian, my question is, how much lost treasure do you think there is in Ireland? Do you think there's more buried treasure lost in the bottom of the ocean? So yeah, I would say there's a lot of gold and silver, because Ireland was full of. I wouldn't say back years ago Ireland was full of monasteries, kingdoms, clans. Um, again, there would be a lot of gold. I say there'd be a lot of gold and there'd be a lot of silver, a lot of buried treasure. I said there was a lot. Um, particularly I say around the Dublin Mountains, Wicklow area. I say particularly up there. There's a lot of treasure. There's a lot of goodies you could get, and I say in the ocean there around around Donegal, say around there, because Donegal would have a lot of oil in it too, around there, and a lot. I say there'd be a lot of gold and a lot of silver. Precious material from years ago. Historical items, things like that, old swords, things like that. There'd be a lot of that stuff in Ireland. Ireland's full of history. Ireland has a lot of history. So yeah, I'd say there's a lot. That's just I know we're down for a few minutes, but there you go. So Michael Keaton asks, Adrian, who is your hero? They could be dead or alive. So Michael Collins would be my hero. The majority, probably everybody who fought in the anybody who fought in the 1916 Wiser would be my hero. Anybody who fought for Irish independence would be my hero. Because their sacrifice and obviously their determination would be my hero, and I would absolutely admire them. I'm trying to. I don't think I would have an alive hero, somebody that's alive. Um, as far as I know, I can't think. Yeah, maybe later on, I probably would say, "Oh yes, that'd be somebody." But at the moment, I can't think of anybody who would be alive that would be my hero that would look up to, if that makes any sense. Well, I would look up to people who fought for Ireland's independence, Ireland's freedom. Anybody, people like my I don't know. I keep forgetting how would like my mother's mother. So that would be, I don't know what would that be, but she was in Cunnaman, hiding people away from the British Army. She was obviously took part in the War of Independence. Um, hid people away. There was one away from the Black and Tans, the OIC, the West, who murdered OIC officers. Basically kept them in hiding, kept them away from the British establishment, and obviously took part in some sabotage. So obviously I hold on high regards too for her work she did. Um, so yeah, that's really that. So Christopher Conway asks, I have a question I want to ask you. I'm going to ask you now. Could you please stay awesome? Thank you, Christopher, and I will do that. Thank you very much. So Patrick Madminton asks, what's your thought in England? I always think about these questions. I'm thinking about countries when people always ask me what's my thought in this country, the other country. Um, I suppose the first thing that really comes to mind is that it's a bit of a mess now, but the United Kingdom, England, it is a bit of a mess with Brexit. Everything's kind of everything hasn't went their way, if that makes any sense. It kind of backfired on their face. It was a really good idea. I really liked the way, because again, I would love if Ireland left the EU, give us a bit more autonomy, give a bit of more freedom, if you may use that word. But it's just a hassle. Like they're making it hell for England to leave. So it is difficult, and obviously at the moment that's just my thoughts. And England's not the same place it was 20 years ago or 10 years ago. It's changed a lot culturally and in every way really. And the same as Ireland. Ireland has changed a lot in the last 10 years compared to the years before. But yeah, that's them questions. Hopefully, I haven't forgotten any. Oh, hopefully I don't. So Fiona O'Malley asks, Adrian, I have a question for you. Have you ever noticed the decrease in bees? So first of all, yeah, the bees are very under threat. I have to say bees are very under threat. That's why the local authorities are promoting biodiversity to stop people from cutting the lawns, to have places for animals like bees, flowers, wildflowers, so bees can use them and survive. So I'll just say to people, if you have a bit of grass that is doing no harm, it's in the backyard, and you let it grow, and the bees have a lovely time in the western animals. Ladybugs, caterpillars. Yeah, I've noticed a very big decrease in caterpillars, grasshoppers. Um, I can't remember the last time seen one, but I don't know what they're on the decrease, but caterpillars definitely. Hedgehogs. You see a few hedgehogs. You see the odd few. The past few. So also question 2: birds nesting. If you find a little critter out from the nest, what happens? Question 3: hedgehogs. Do you find much on the dead in the road? You actually do. You actually find a good few. That's probably the main reason why I would see them. Because obviously when they're not the most fastest animals, let's put it that way. And when they're on the road, it's basically they're gone as already, because again the lights will blind them, and obviously don't move very fast, hedgehogs, and compared to foxes, so things like that, they can move fast. The hedgehogs kind of are small. I'm going to tell my children about this. I often find feeding, etc., baby magnet a couple of months. So yeah, thank you for your question. Yes, there is a good few animals that's kind of, how to put it, been decreased, I suppose, over many different things, and it's the bees really is to do with the lack of pollination and things like that. I'm just trying to see is there any other questions I might have forgot. So yeah, that's thanks for your question. I don't think there's any more. I'd be very surprised if I missed anything. I'm just double checking. My apologies. I'm just really double checking, just make sure that I haven't forgotten anybody. No, I haven't. I don't think I have. So please God, I haven't forgotten anybody. But anyway, thank you for watching. Subscribe for more, and thanks to everybody who's putting the questions to me. And take care and bye.